From a Cleveland Cavaliers perspective, they are currently third in the East. They're 24-12. They're getting Isaiah Thomas back finally from a trade, of course, when they sent Kyrie Irving to Boston. They got Jay Crowder and they got Isaiah Thomas and company. But I'm just curious, for a team that really shoots the three really well, they take a bunch of threes per game. They don't really take a lot of twos. I believe they're 29th out of 30th for 2-point attempts per game. What exactly is he going to add with this team that they don't really already have right now?
Well, aggressiveness. I think that's the first thing, and he's going to be a focal point on offense. Having an extra guy that can drive to the lane, that can get fouls, that can get extra buckets for you, easy buckets inside, and be a threat in the late fourth quarter, it's going to help them a lot. I think it's going to take some time for him to get worked into this system because he's used to being the man like he was in Boston. And so adjusting to playing with LeBron and playing with other guys, Kevin Love, that's going to be tough. But I think if you look at it from the overall, scheme of things, what their goal is to build for the playoffs, to build for the future. And I think they're going to do that. I think they're going to be very, very successful come playoff time, just because Isaiah Thomas is, he was top 5 in the MVP conversation last year. And he can score at will. He can score from anywhere. And I think that's going to be a huge help for them just because they haven't had consistent scoring night in and night out. And aggressive scoring, I guess you could say at that too.
So in coming in and taking over now at the point guard position, do you think he has to look at the success that LeBron previously had,
with Kyrie?
With Kyrie, yeah, exactly. And then maybe try, not to mold his game, of course, he has his own game, he's a star. But maybe look at how Kyrie fit in the system and then make that an easier transition.
No doubt about it. Yeah, I think he's got to look at changing his game up a little bit. I think for the time being, LeBron's going to be the best teammate he can be, and he's done that for just about any player that's come into a system with him. And he's got to try and look to feed Isaiah Thomas and get him confidence. And then from there, I think you can kind of taper the expectations down as the season progresses. Maybe he takes 15 shots a night to start, and then that gets reduced down to 10, 9, 8, 7 as the season progresses. And I think that's where you would hope to see, just because I think for Isaiah Thomas, he's been out of the game for 7 months. He's got to get some confidence in some way, shape, or form. And I think starting it off hot, being able to come off the bench and be that #1 option for at least, maybe a few weeks to a month, I think it's going to help him huge. And from then moving forward, obviously moving him to the starting lineup and making sure that him and LeBron James can work together, it's going to be tough. It's going to be something that they're going to have to work through. But I think Isaiah Thomas is fully capable of it because he knows he's a competitor. He wants to win games. He wants to win championships. And I think him and LeBron are on the same page, as you can clearly tell through their dancing videos.
Definitely.